Welcome back to another Inkscape tutorial. In this video, I'm going to talk about the difference between the lines and object. Can I just show you the best way to draw the lines in Inkscape versus just using the freehand drawing. So just to bring that into perspective, let me zoom this one a little bit using the plus key on the keyboard. Let's say we have our freehand tool here like this, so we can draw something of the sort. And let's also select our square or rectangle there. So the difference between let me start with the similarity. So the similarity here is that we are being presented by these options where we can use to resize the figure we have there. So the difference between these two in terms of Inkscape is that this is an object. Our rectangle is an object, but the one we have just done using a freehand is called a path. So a path is made up of a bunch of nodes connecting it together, while object is just a predetermined shape where computer just uses specific points or kind of a math to create the object. The shape is already predetermined. For example, if you double click this, the computer just get instruction that make a shape using these 4 points here. Then the computer can make either a rectangle or a square, depending on the size there. So also this is since the difference between an object and a path is that if I double click this one, you can see this is made up of a bunch of nodes here, and you can play around with these nodes to try and manipulate the shape here. While this is the object, it is different. You can have this to play with the shape. You can have this to do that, and also it becomes very tiresome for the computer or even to work with. Let's have a circle, an object like this. Let's add a Pac-Man shape there. Then also we have the same shape drawn using a freehander. We can have like that, and now we can as well add the infill there. Not the infill, but the fill color. It looks a bit weird. Let me try to make it look better. I know whatever I'm doing here is new to you, but I'll explain in a bit. Well, I can make them have the same color just to maintain that uniformity there. Then I can also change the stroke color by holding down the shift key and selecting the color I want. I can as well increase the infill thickness there, not the infill but the stroke thickness there, by coming here at object, fill and stroke, so I can have more stroke style there, and then I can increase this a little bit like that. So the difference between here is that this one has as few as if I convert this to a path, but I'll explain that in a bit. You can see this one has been made up with very many points here. Many points here. You can just see some which might be a little bit tiresome to work with. And also if I just convert this to a path, this is very powerful thing you need to know. So you can see the differences here is that this one will be really easy to change, and the computer, we can really understand this one better compared to this, because in this one there are many parts which a computer needs to comprehend one at a time, and also trying to change the shape of this might be really tedious work compared to this one. This one has like how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. And those 6 points you can use to edit the object. So I really discourage using a freehand. If you need to draw a path, we can use this tool here called the Bezier tool. So once you select the Bezier tool, you have these options up here. But you can just draw, then you press enter. You can see here now I have my line there. So I have the same options when I draw the object. I'm being presented by the option of increasing the size, or maybe I can have the option of rotating it there. But this one is not an object. This is now a path. So because it has this bunch of nodes, it has only 2 nodes. So this one has only 2 nodes, but if you use a freehand to draw a similar line, sorry, this is not. I try to draw a straight line there. So this will have like 4 dots, four nodes there, while this one has only 2 nodes. So you can also use a Bezier tool to draw any kind of shape you want. But what I wanted you to note down is that this one here, if you use our selector tool there, this rectangle here, we can convert it to path. And when we do that, let's say object to path there. You can also use Shift Control C. So if you convert this to path, then if you double click, then the option now you have is that you can now use these nodes here to kind of manipulate the shape. Now you can have whatever shape you want there. You can manipulate this to even have a triangle there. You can reduce the size like that. So converting object to shape, that is something that you need to note down. I already converted this. If I convert this to shape, to path, you see now I have like more freedom to play around with the shape there. I can play around with these. Let's say I have a text here. Let's have a not A, but let's say I have a capital A. So this one, the way it is an object, of which if I double click, I need to zoom in a little bit. So if I double click here, is the option I have is for more text. But if I convert this object to path, then if I double click, now you see the option I have is I can play around with these. I can play around with it like that. Let me increase the size a little bit so that you can see. So if I double click now, I can play around like that. This can be like this, like that. So you have like a little more freedom there to have any shape you want. Also, if you are trying to make a logo and you want to make a few tricks and come up with a few wording there. So go ahead and play around with that. Ensure that you know how to convert objects to path. And thank you for